This is BCTV, Brattleboro's own PEG access TV station, the first of its kind in the state of Vermont, and the facility behind the Comcast cable channels 8, that's our public channel, or the P in PEG if you're trying to put that together, and Channel 10, our government and education sister channel, responsible for the E and the G.
Living the dream.
This is the dream.
Now, PEG access stations have been generating content all across the nation like no other entities in television since the late 60s, but no one has done it quite like BCTV. Now, to prove this, we need look back no further than the past year, or the past fiscal year to be more precise, FY14, when BCTV's stable of volunteer producers, along with a small but committed staff, produced over 1,000 hours of new programming. That's the equivalent of 45 straight days, front to back, one-of-a-kind television. From recordings of area events like lectures and readings from places like Brooks Memorial Library, to music, dance, and other art performances out in the community, carefully edited compilations of local footage in the form of promos and PSAs, to the station's robust municipal coverage in every one of the towns we serve. See, technically, BCTV serves a lot more than just Brattleboro, as our camera operators each week document meetings in Vernon, Guilford, Dummerston, Putney, Newfane, Townsend, and Jamaica. It's just that VGDP NTJ BCTV is a little less catchy than just BCTV. But enough of that. Here we are on Town Meeting Day, March 2014, trying to prepare 7 different camera kits to record the town meeting deliberations in each of the surrounding towns we serve. And around here, one town meeting doesn't always do it. Sometimes it takes 2.
The results, yes, 478, and no, 771.
Or 3. And town meetings are only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the municipal coverage available on BCTV. Now there's town and high school board meetings, planning commission, development review board, and a whole lot more to choose from when it comes to keeping up with the inner workings of your town. Now, Channel 10 alone boasted a wide range of other programming this year, including the ever-popular morning news advisory broadcast from the high school, BUHS-TV, along with Wyndham 4 Rep Mike Merwicki's own State House program, Montpelier Connection, which transmits via Ustream during the legislative session, bringing it back to the studio in the off-season. Plus, Channel 10 newcomers Energy Week with George Harvey and Tom Fennell. Here's George and Tom getting ready to record one of their weekly broadcasts. How many do they have in the production booth? 0. That's Tom doing all the cutting between cameras, while George leads the discussion through the week's news.
This is Energy Week with George Harvey, Tom Fennell, and our invisible guest.
And when you move on over to Channel 8, there's a whole lot more programming to talk about. Here's the Landmark College Broadcast Journalism class putting to work their 3-week winter intensive by producing not 1 but 6 different half-hour evening news programs, covering the Olympics live from Sochi, Russia, no less. Okay, maybe that's with the help of BCTV Studio green screen. And then, of course, there's the absolutely brilliant youngsters behind our annual summer camp.
Yes, we clap!
Anna is a star.
Oh my goodness.
And there's plenty of other BCTV classics living within the folds of the Channel 8 weekly programming guide. Like our news roundup, 545 Live. I'm tonight's host, Roland Boyden. The show, 545 Live. Does that voice sound familiar? Or here's WTSA News Director Tim Johnson hosting another BCTV Open Studio interview. And for some of the area's biggest events, like Strolling of the Heifers, we go all out at BCTV. Here we are on Stroll Weekend 2014, hooking up once again all 4 of our HD studio cameras after transporting just about every piece of equipment we own down the block to broadcast live from the River Garden. Here we are at BUHS Graduation 2014, getting ready to broadcast our coverage live in HD.
According to Aristotle, you are now alive. Don't ever lose that.
Fast forward just a few short hours later, and we're setting it all up again in Townsend for Leland and Gray's Saturday morning graduation exercises.
As we welcome the class of 2014.
Here's the world-renowned Temple Grandin speaking at Landmark College, a BCTV production that generated over 1,000 views in its first weekend up, thanks in part to being broadcast live over YouTube's nonprofit streaming service, in HD no less, a technological breakthrough for BCTV broadcasting from all around the community. And it's not just the hours of local content, it's the minutes, 63,600 to be exact. See, these programs come in all shapes and sizes. Here's hardworking BCTV producer M. Richards, putting the finishing touches on a 7-minute promo that combines a decade of footage from the AIDS Project of Southern Vermont into a single tribute to their founder, Shirley Squires. Or conversely, here's one-time BCTV Access Coordinator Frederick Noyes getting ready to direct a 6-hour live radio and television marathon on homelessness from outside the entrance to the First Baptist Church overnight shelter. So from 30 seconds to 9 straight hours, BCTV's channels provide an avenue for content that's unbound by the formula of network TV. Now at first, BCTV's annual highlight reel may appear a random barrage of images, a ragtag assortment of quirky producers and their quirky videos. But if you look closer, you'll see a pattern emerge. A pattern of passionate people utilizing a truly unique opportunity to tell their story, no matter what that story is, no matter how they tell it, no matter what their budget or their background. Working with BCTV to document the remarkable community we live in and the people who make it what it is. Here we are again, at the end of another day, packing up another production, or perhaps closing out another workshop, or wrapping up another editing project, getting another chance to witness the vast assortment of fantastic works produced over the course of just a single year at BCTV, and the anticipation of what another year to come will surely bring as well.
Is give plans a chance.